Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan, so I'd love to see him.
It's almost like legacy of like the NFL versus.
But I definitely think that Baker could be a really good player for the Panthers moving forward.
Did I say Oreos?
There's a lot of questions I have about Mahomes. Looks like a kid playing Madden.
Turning point in the game is the 13-second drive.
They play very hard, even though they're terrible.
He's a good pick. You for sure. He's going to be a good player. But I can't argue against the Jamar Chase pick.
They made moves saying we're going to win this year, at least get into the playoffs.
I'm going with my guy, Corey Seager. So glad.
What's good, y'all? My name is Austin Drummond, and I play rugby for the University of Notre Dame. And you're listening to The Outsider's Opinion with Austin and Kevin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NFL Opinions of the Week. We will be talking about Week 1 in general, but the Miami and Colts game already happened. So the man that's with the stats, I'm sure you heard the stat. This is also, it's like the first win in like 11 years or something. The Colts have won Week 1. But did you hear what Daniel Jones did for the first time since Peyton Manning? Like, he was connected to Peyton Manning with the Colts.
Educate me.
Basically, I believe the Colts scored on every drive, and the Colts have not done that since Peyton Manning. Or let me make sure. But kind of talk about what you saw. It just kind of goes to show how bad this was for Miami.
Yeah, the offense bad. Tua had a ton of turnovers. I know he had a fumble. He also, I think, had 2 picks. But the offense just looked horrid. And I couldn't tell if it was the Colts defense or a combination of them with the Miami offense or just the Miami offense. But it was more than just bad. They had the worst loss today, and it wasn't particularly close. They only had 8 points that came on an A-Chan pass from Tua. Tua had only 114 passing yards. It was a brutal effort. And there's been a lot of concerns regarding Tua and his offense because of last year what happened. But now there's serious panic, I believe, in Miami. If you're a fan of this team, I think there's a lot to worry about.
Yeah, I would be worried about it as well, as I still try to find. But yeah, it was something to where it was just how well he did in the first half connected him to Peyton Manning, which even skipped Andrew Luck. But yeah, I think this would be pretty bad. I think it was probably a mix of both. I don't think the Colts have a stellar defense. I do think they have a good defense. And the Dolphins, this could be the end of part of the era, or it could be an overreaction because the Dolphins, I believe, gave up 70 points to the Broncos 2 years ago.
Yes.
And then they made the playoffs.
That's true. But, I mean, you bringing it up, the Dolphins' defense, I think, is concerning as well. Do you think this was more the Colts played well or the Dolphins played bad? Do you think there's one part that's more to blame?
One part that's more to blame is the Dolphins played bad. But I do think the Colts probably played the best they will, or like the best they could. Like, this was the best Colts team for them this season, kind of this iteration. Because Daniel Jones did play well, but Daniel Jones has played well before. It's just that consistency.
Yeah, and I do think this starts to make you wonder about AR and whether he's going to get a chance again this season or will he be traded. I mean, you couldn't have imagined Daniel Jones having a better performance today if you were a Colts fan or somebody in the organization because he played amazing. He read the Dolphins defense extremely well. He had multiple rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown. And I was extremely impressed with his ability to, I mean, he went 22 for 29. He was extremely accurate when he passed it. Michael Pittman looked back after Michael Pittman struggled last year with AR as the QB. Do you think moving forward that this is a common occurrence for the Colts to score or have a decent offense or do you think this is more of a Saints from last year, even though the Saints from last year is because of injuries, of a flash in the pan? They play the Broncos next week, which is one of the best defenses in the league, but it is in Indiana. So what are your thoughts regarding that?
I think the Colts will be a decent offensive team, but they will not do this well. And I finally found the stat. According to NFL Network, Daniel Jones became the first Colts quarterback since Peyton Manning in 2006 to go 4 for 4 on scoring drives in the first half. I don't think they will have that type of consistency, but will they put points on the board? I'll go. I believe so. Yes.
Okay, now back to Miami, as the title of the video kind of lays it out. They play the Patriots, who did lose to the Raiders today, but looked solid in Miami. They play them. Then they play the Bills, Jets, who looked good. Do you think the Dolphins will have a bad season? Do you think this is kind of a testament of what is to come? Or do you think this may be an overreaction, and next week against the Patriots, the Dolphins win in convincing fashion?
I don't think they win in convincing fashion. I do think they can win. I do think it's going to be a bad season because this was the healthiest the Dolphins should be this year, heading into week 1, and health is a concern for this team. Not only with Tua, but you also have Tyreek Hill, who's getting older. So if this is how they perform against, I would say, a bad or a mediocre Colts team, then that is concerning because on paper the Dolphins should be a really good team, but this is a big year for them. This could be the final year of Mike McDaniel as a head coach, Tyreek Hill possibly. So I'm wondering, with all that, or do you think they're going to be a bad team?
I mean, I had them going 5-12. I said that when we did our predictions before the year started, and well, I had them winning this game in my prediction to get to 5-12. So now it's looking like a 4-13 season. This upcoming week's a huge week. If they lose to the Patriots, I mean, the season is over in my opinion because they play the Bills and Jets, who both look like I think the Steelers are a decent team, and the Jets made them look on defense poor, right? And the Jets. And we know that the Dolphins' defense has struggled consistently over the past couple of years, so I find it hard to believe that the Jets cannot replicate the success they had against Pittsburgh, even though they lost that game against the Dolphins.
Yeah, and what stood out to me about that Jets game was the mentality of just running the ball, and they have a good team for running the ball. With not only Braylon Allen, Breece Hall. Breece Hall looked good, but you also have Justin Fields.
Yeah, we'll cover that game more when we actually do our full talk about it. I think the Dolphins are going to struggle, and I could see Mike McDaniel or Tua or someone getting either fired or traded, Tyreek Hill getting moved in extreme short order if they start off the year 0-4 or something in that regard.
That was something I wanted to hint at. There was already rumors or like speculation of Tyreek Hill getting traded. If you're bad and I'm the Dolphins, I think you look to trade Tyreek Hill as soon as possible, just so you can get some picks back and kind of move forward as a team.
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it. I think that's almost certainly what's going to happen.
All right. So I think Tyreek Hill probably gets traded at the trade deadline.
It may be before that. Again, if you start 0-4, I could hear the calls coming in.
Okay. All right. So let us know your thoughts in the comments of, are we overreacting to this week 1 win in Miami, or week loss Miami and win for the Colts? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.